So all you hear is Mark like, bro, come here, come look. So as I'm shooting downstairs, right, I got the phone in my hand. I shoot downstairs. All you hear is, tss, tss. I'm talking about like a bag of snakes, yo. And the door was half cracked. So I look. So you hear Caleb like, hey, who's yelling? So I'm like, Caleb, go in your room. So Caleb comes downstairs. He like, who is that? And so Mark like, she peeing out there. She peeing. So Caleb like, somebody peeing on mom's porch. So Caleb runs. Caleb had, okay, first off, let's talk about what Caleb had on. It's a big function. It's an event. It's a party out in the back. Okay. Caleb have on no underwear. He have on a nightgown. Yeah, a nightgown. That means just a long shirt. He had our dad firefighter shirt on. It covered his butt cheeks. It had holes in it though. So imagine a kid running back there, free balling it to go get their mama. So I'm like, hey, you can't do that. So Caleb ran to the back. He said he finna tell mama. I'm trying to get Thina like, hey, I'm like, you can't pee right here. Like, what's wrong with you? She like, oh, I had to let it out. Now, I don't know how, like, anytime Caleb is involved or my mama see Caleb, she drop everything she doing. But the way my mama came in so fast, I was like, wait, I was trying to get her attention a few times and it took her a while to come. But Caleb goes back there like lightning and she's ready to strike the empire. So boom, she runs in and she like, who peeing on my porch? Because Caleb don't really know Thina like that. He only really know like Boo, Kylina, and Self. That's the ones he know the most because them like his godparents. So boom, my mama finished opening the door and she see Thina holding on. She's down like a few stairs but she holding to the gate. She holding the gate and she just like, she ain't even peeing no more. Her pants is down and she's just like that. So my mama say, are you out of your rabbit mind? Straight like that. My mama say, so you just gonna pee on my porch like that? She like, it's not really on your porch, it's on the side because when you come down the stairs by the gate, it's just like grass right here. And then it's the neighbors, the neighbor's crib. So it's like, you still peeing on my mom's property. Like, that's wild. You skipped 2 bathrooms and came straight outside in front of the crib to pull your clothes on while it's a line and people are coming and leaving and you're just like, that's wild. So my mama, she comes in the house, she gets some hot water, boom, she tell her like, yo, you need to go. She like, you need to leave. She like, no, I'm trying to enjoy myself, girl. I'm at the park. She say, no, you too drunk. You don't even know where the bathroom is. So my mama like, you can't come in. So my mama blocking her out. She trying to push my mom, right, to get back into the front door. So I'm like, hey, Thina, chill out. I'm like, you a little drunk. She like, you a kid. Move. You don't know nothing. So my mama say, you heard what my son said. Now, I just told you already you can't come back in. She said, matter of fact, come on. You can come in. My mama let her come in. My mama walked right behind her. She told the bouncer. The bouncer picked her up. As quick as she went back there, quick as she did a reverse card, it came right back to that front door. They kicked her out. Right? So she like, how I'm going to get home? I'm too drunk. So my mama said, you want me to drive you home? So my mama end up throwing hot water out there, soap and bleach and all that stuff. My mama was out there, bro, with the scrubber. Like, my mama is OCD. Like, she would stop what she doing to clean. It's a party going on and you out there cleaning. I'm going to just keep it real. I would have just threw hot water on there and just called it a day. I would have threw hot water on there and called it a day, but just be a band. Boom. So she she take Thina home. Whatever happens. Boom. My mama comes back. Nothing's really going on, really. My mama, she comes upstairs and she tells me to come downstairs and Mark. If I get tired, go to sleep down there. Now, mind you, I got the phone. I hear my mama when she come in. I already had the phone in my pocket. She like, hey, don't be up here. Be down there. Make sure the house is secure. So now the party is until I'm feeling sleepy. But I'm really caking it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm feeling sleepy. So, boom, I go down there with Mark. Mark, like, he watching Adult Swim, but he's, like, kind of, like, dozing off. So, I'm like, I tell a girl on the phone, like, hey, I'm going to call you back. So, I'm, like, dozing off. So, I'm not a hard sleeper. I'm not a heavy sleeper. So, I hear, back door now opening. I don't know how many times that back door probably had open, but this time I had peep game. So I'm like, I look, I'm like, who is that? So I stood up because we had like this little, I don't know how to say it, but it's like we had this square hole like that from the living room, we could see straight into the kitchen and upstairs. So like if like, let's just say like if my mom was cooking in the kitchen, she could pass it right through the thing and I could stay in the living room and get it. So it was like one of those, right? I don't know what you call it, but it was one of those. All right, boom. So I look, he's like, oh, I just need to go to the bathroom. I'm like, all right, you can go downstairs. Now I remember him. I remembered him coming in. So I'm like, okay, I flop back down. So I feel somebody hitting my leg. I look, it's Caleb. He like, I'm hungry. I'm like, Caleb, it's 2 a.m. It was late and people out there is still partying. The party is until. So I'm like, it's 2 a.m. He like, but I'm hungry. He like, I've been gaming it. I'm like, you need to go to bed. He like, well, make me a sandwich. He just kept telling me to make him a sandwich. I said, okay, I'll make you a sandwich. I goes in the kitchen. Mark gets up. He comes in there with me. He's looking in the refrigerator, right? So Mark goes downstairs to his room and then he comes back, right? He like, hey, he like, we should sneak a drink or two. I said, yeah, we should. I'm like, just hold on real quick. So I whip up Caleb's sandwich. Boom. I go up there. He like, where's my cheese puffs? I go in my room. I grab his cheese puffs. Boom. He's like, I need a towel. I go wet his towel. He's just so dramatic with everything. I wet his towel. I bring him a dry towel and a wet towel. Boom. He like, thank you. He shut the door. I say, Caleb. He like, what? I say, just make sure you go to sleep after this. He like, yeah. You sound like mom. That's what he told me. Boom. We go downstairs. Mama got a bar downstairs in the basement. So we ducking our head under the shot thing, right? We ducking our head. So you hear, oh. I'm like, you hear that? You're like, I'm like, what is that? So you hear, oh yeah. I'm like, what is that? So I'm thinking like, I'm going to go towards the bathroom way. So I go to the bathroom. The bathroom door was closed. But when you look underneath, you can see the light on. So I'm like, somebody in the bathroom. So Mark put his ear up to the door. But he like, I don't hear nothing. But you can still hear somebody like grunting or like moaning, feel me? So I'm like, all right. So I straight up like open up the door. Like I just opened up the door. Nobody was in there. So I kept the door open. So Mark like, I heard that. I'm like, yeah, me too. Right? So we hear back door now opening. We go upstairs to see who it is. It's Colleen. And she like, oh, I'm going upstairs in your mama room. I'm like, did she say you can go in her room? She like, yeah. She like, she want me to bring her top papers. I'm like, I'll get it for you. So I'll go up there. I grab my mama top papers. Now, while I'm grabbing my mama top papers, I had to open up this drawer. Now, when I open up this brown box, my mama got like Zaza, different type of exotic Zaza and gas in this box. Okay, not the brick one that the cops bring. This is something different, right? That her people's in the center. So I'm like, ooh. So I grabbed, like, it was a lot. I'm like, she ain't gonna know it was missing. It was purple. So I grabbed it and I grabbed a few tops, put it in my pocket, and I grabbed a pack of tops. Boom. I give it to Colleen gone. So I go back downstairs. Mark like, somebody down here. I'm like, you sure? He like, yeah, I heard somebody. I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I did too. So he like, come on. So we turned the Batman juice. You know what the Batman juice, that's the Bacardi. That had the most liquor in there. So me and Mark didn't want to keep drinking the liquor that it seemed like my mama or whoever be taking shots when like guests come over and they go down there and like chill. Cause it was like a little party room down there in the basement. It wasn't like a regular basement. It had a pool table down there. You could throw darts down there. We had a toy room down there. It was like a big basement, right? Wasn't a regular basement. So my mama was giving them the best top 5 that was in that circle. So the Bacardi really wasn't touched. So me and Mark kept attacking the Bacardi. So I said, hey, look. So I show him what I got. Now you hear, oh, I feel it. And I'm like, what? So we get closer to the toy room now. We got a toy room down there. It's a door. So I'm like trying to open it, but it's locked. I'm like, it's locked. So Mark like, let's go upstairs. So we go upstairs and we grab the extra spare keys. So you're like, oh yeah. And so we popped the thing open. Now the light was off. We flicked the light because the light switch is outside the door. We flicked the light switch on. This dude, happy go lucky, nothing on. And I'm talking about she like the toy room, it was really like for Caleb when he was young. But then we made it for like where we put all our toys at. And it was another little small game room. But he was too tall to be in a toy room. He was hunched over. She bent over and he from the back like, and he like, hey, shut the door, shut the door. I'm like, no, y'all can't, y'all gotta get up out of here. I'm like, I'm finna go get my mama, right? Straight up. I shoot straight upstairs. I hear Mari like, y'all got to get up out of here. What y'all doing? Y'all naked? Like, you hear Mari, right? I shoot out the door. I tell the bouncers like, hey, can you go in our house downstairs? And I go get my mom straight up. My mom is pouring drinks, right? She pouring drinks like, yeah. She like, come on. Are you going to tip me 20? Let me give you another shot. She say, you going to be out here wobbling before you get home. So my mom like, Mom, can you come in? She say, I just know. Girl, I know this ain't my son right here. I just know. I know it ain't my son. I'm like, I'm going to keep on. So I'm like, Mom. They're like, yeah, no, that's him. I'm like, Mama, come here. My mama like, what? What, Roshan? I'm like, somebody was down there. She say, what? I'm like, somebody was just come in the house. So she comes in the house. And the dude is coming upstairs, pulling up his clothes. My mama like, wait. She see the bouncer. So the bouncer like, yo, y'all got to go. Y'all got to leave. So the girl was like, my purse in the bag. My purse in the bag. My mama like, what just happened? So the bouncer was like, yeah, they was down there doing it.